Alright, everyone, let's dive today into Talk Through Thursday again, and we are going to explore a truly amazing story with none other than Mrs. Gitika Bhagat ji. And imagine transitioning from a world of gift packaging and cloth designing to becoming a sought after image consultant and a soft skills trainer. And her journey is a masterclass in reinventing oneself. So, hi Gitika ji, how are you? Welcome on Talk Through
Very
Thursday.
well. Thank you, Barkha. Thank you for that very warm welcome. I'm so excited to be here today. Thank you so much, and I can't wait to get started.
And likewise, I'm really excited to delve into the incredible twists and turns of your career and how's everything going at your end. Please tell us.
Well, everything is going fine. Yes, it was a very interesting journey, an incredible one, I should say. It all started with, when I got married, I moved to Dubai and I just could not sit home doing nothing. So I started exploring a lot of different courses, just to keep busy. When all that limelight of all the shopping dies down,
Yeah,
then you are actually lonely
we heard of
there.
that
So
phase.
before I made friends, there was really not much to do.
Oh,
So yeah, I took up different courses. I learned a lot of skills over there, which I feel was just the beginning of my career. I started working with children as soon as I moved back from Dubai, when I moved back to Delhi.
yeah.
I started a few, hobby classes. And side by side, I also went into clothes designing. I did gift packaging. I even started my own baking work.
Wow.
And I guess I just tried my hand at everything.
Yeah.
And then, of course, my forte was always working with children because that's what I, truly enjoyed doing. And then hit COVID, we went to the online mode. And
Sure.
truly, that is when my work actually hit off.
Yes.
I did very well. I was busy for about 2 to 4 hours in a day conducting online sessions. I worked
Okay.
with a lot of MNCs, a lot of corporates. I gave various sessions, and I guess there was no looking back. Then image consulting came by, and since it was somehow related to what I was already doing, since I
Yeah.
was already an etiquette coach with children, I just wanted to upskill.
Wow.
And well, here I am in front of you as an
And this
image
only happens
consultant
when
as
we
well.
go with the flow, right? And
Yes,
unfold the unknown.
absolutely. And I guess I just went with the flow.
Definitely. That's fantastic. So let's jump right in. And your journey started with exploring different hobbies, like you just
Yeah.
mentioned, and then took a fantastic, fascinating turn towards working with children and offering workshops, like you just mentioned. Can you share what first ignited your interest in these varied activities and how they started shaping your path towards becoming an image consultant? Why did this happen?
Well, working with children was, I guess, so inspiring. I wanted to do something in the same line because I guess that's where my calling was. And then when I came across this course for image consulting, and my baby was very small that time, but I just thought it's now or never. I took up a course. It was very, very tough studying and giving
Exactly.
exams as well as taking care of, the house, family, and 2 kids. But I guess I just was at it and it happened.
Wow, that's fantastic and amazing. But moving forward and backward from Dubai, like you straight away mentioned in earlier segment, along with managing family responsibilities must be quite a challenge, of course, because balancing is always like no easy feat. How did
True.
you stay motivated during those transitions, and what roles did these experiences play in your eventual decisions to focus on image consulting and soft skills training?
When I started, I didn't have kids at that moment. So I could focus on, upskilling and learning new things because, I had all the time in the world.
Yeah.
Well, and because I started learning, I started enjoying the process. And then I just wanted to learn more and more. Yeah, I took up about 4 to 6 courses in Dubai. I even designed a new restaurant over there. Someone just came
That's
up with a
fabulous.
proposal and I agreed. So that was also one thing. First, I thought I'll take that up, but again, then I was back to children and I started taking etiquette classes. right from where I was. I started with children even before having my own. That is where my heart was.
I'm loving those perspective of yours towards, getting attracted towards children and helping them in any which way. Let's go back and explore lockdown period. That brought unexpected opportunities for everybody and you, of course, including recognition from MNCs for online sessions. That's amazing. So can you tell us about the specific moment during that time when you realized just how impactful your work was becoming?
Well, luckily, I didn't have to go out looking for work. Touch wood, it just kept falling in my lap. It was through word of mouth that I got work. And, I also started working a little bit with adults in the lockdown. And that is where I thought I can explore another niche, other than children. And then I studied about image consulting from the lockdown days. And once that was over, I kind of expanded my niche and I wanted to take up image consulting like as a full-time work. And I'm so happy I did so because it was just kind of polishing what I already knew and kind of upskilling my current field that I was in.
Great. So pursuing education even after having two kids was commendable decision, I must say. But what
Yeah.
kept you going through these challenging times and how did you balance out it all? And how did it help you build up yourself personally?
Well, I think it all starts at home. I had a lot of support from family and a lot of friends around me. Always backing me up, always wanting me to just kind of look ahead and not look back, because if I look back, it'll be tougher.
Yeah.
So I just took the challenge. My children and husband, they really supported me in this, my in-laws. It was a collective effort, I would say. Studying and mugging up at this age, not easy, definitely. But I think learning never goes waste, and there is no age to learn something new.
I'll agree with you on that. So, before we wrap up, is there one piece of advice you will offer to our listeners who are navigating their own career paths or pursuing new interests, especially women? Because we take a step back sometimes when it comes to family, but I think we can balance it all.
This profession as an image consultant or even as a trainer, it is so fulfilling because you bring about a change, and that to a positive one in the other person's life. So that is very satisfying and very fulfilling, and that makes me move on and just keep going ahead. So my advice would be just do something you enjoy, do something you're passionate about, and trust me, there's just no right time. The right time is now. So just go ahead with it. There'll be challenges all throughout our lives. We all have our different kinds of ups and downs. They keep happening. But if you really want to do something, just go for it.
That's fabulous. And lastly, if anybody would want to connect with you, can you tell us what are the courses or what are the programs that you offer to them and the workshops so that they can explore more about your work?
So I'm doing image consulting with not just one-on-one, I'm also doing it in groups.
Wow.
For homemakers, for professionals, and even for corporates. And children, of course, not to forget that. One can connect with me on my Instagram and we can have a one-on-one chat as to what the client is really looking for. So the client can be a homemaker, a professional, just, someone looking to improve their self-esteem and self-confidence. It's just not about only wearing good clothes. It's about feeling good while wearing new clothes, while carrying your confidence, and just, trying to look for a new you. So be it any age group, I'm taking all niche. There's always a customized approach that I take depending on what a client is looking for.
That's good. And thank you so much for joining us today. And your story is both motivating and insightful, I must say. Thank you so much for doing.
Thank you so much, Barkha, for having me here. It was truly a pleasure connecting with you.
Thank you. And thank you to all our listeners. Until next time, keep embracing the twists and turns of your journey. Don't set a back, just face them all. And thank you.